Will Luke Rockhold conceive, believe, achieve? Will he turn up like a samurai and defeat Paulo Costa? All right, my old friend Luke Rockhold is back in action this weekend at UFC 278.
I'm a samurai.
He's fighting in the co-main event of the pay-per-view. And I gotta say, I really respect Luke Rockhold for taking this fight. Going up against Paulo Costa, it is a tough ask. It really is. Luke Rockhold had an incredible career. Currently sits with a record of 16-5, 6 knockouts, 8 submissions. Of course, he was the Strikeforce champion. He then became the UFC middleweight champion, taking the belt off Chris Weidman. And then in his first defense, he ran into me and...
Listen, I gotta be humble here, even though I want to be an asshole.
I had the easiest fight of my life. I took the belt off him. Sorry, Luke, just messing. But that's what I said at the time. Anyway, since then, Rockhold's kind of struggled, okay? He went up against David Branch. He was a very, very good fighter with a lot of hype at the time. He took him out in style in round 2, and then he went up against Yoel Romero. Sadly, was knocked out in round 3 in Perth, Australia. No shame there. Yoel Romero is a beast of a human being. And then, of course, he went up against Jan Blachowicz at UFC 239, Las Vegas, Nevada, in July 2019, and he was knocked out once again in round 2. Now, so that's knocked out 3 times in your last 4 fights. So that sounds bad, but let's be honest. Listen, I caught him with a peach of a shot. You know, I knew going into that fight that I had to try and go for the knockout because I took it on short notice. So I was swinging and I caught him with one. Against Yoel Romero, as I said, that man's a phenomenal athlete. He's a freak athlete. I mean, he just looks like he could bury someone with one shot. And Jan Blachowicz, Mr. Polish Power, and the former light heavyweight champion of the world himself. So when you look at the details there, when you look at the facts, it doesn't sound as bad. Now, the last time Luke Rockhold stepped foot in the octagon was July 6, 2019, okay? Over 3 years ago. So you could say there's going to be a bit of ring rust. There's going to be some anxiety. There's going to be some nerves. But there's also been time to heal and time to find his thirst and love and passion for the sport, to see what he's been missing. You know, he's no doubt sees Israel Adesanya right now at the top of the mountain, a massive celebrity earning millions and millions of dollars. And he knows he was there once, and he knows he's still young enough and capable of doing this. So he's pushing himself to the limit. He's training with my old coach, Jason Perillo, down at Team Ruka, and he's working hard. Listen, he's running sprints, he's doing his sparring, he's doing everything he can, he's getting ready. But one of the big things, the 3 years away, I think that's going to be good for him because of the chin. The chin. Now, we don't know. Can he take a shot off Paulo Costa? Right? We do not know that. And if he couldn't take a shot, would that be because of his chin anyway? Or just because Paulo Costa is a mean-hitting son of a bitch? Paulo Costa has a record of 13 wins, 2 losses, 11 knockouts. Those 2 losses on his record are his last 2 fights. First one against Israel Adesanya at UFC 253. Got taken out in round 2 in a... What a dominant performance that was from Izzy, you know, and he fucked him twice, didn't he? Fucked him in the octagon, fucked him after the fight. And then Marvin Vettori, that was the decision, but he lost that one. Now, we know Marvin Vettori in the fight with Paulo Costa. Costa showed up 25 pounds overweight, okay? But he still went out and had a really competitive fight with Marvin Vettori. Non-stop action for 5 rounds. The relevance of what I'm saying is that he always comes in good condition. Even though he's built like a bodybuilder, you would think all those muscles would tire him out, but he does have the ability to go 5 rounds. And from the pictures that I've seen on social media, Costa's looking a little slimmed down. He's looking a little bit leaner, so that will help his gas tank, but will it affect his power? Because 11 of his wins, they've all come by knockouts, a lot of them in the first round. All right, really quick, I want to tell you about Factor. What is Factor? Well, Factor makes meeting your nutrition goals easier than ever by delivering fresh, never frozen, dietitian approved meals right to your doorstep. Their team of gourmet chefs create each meal using only ingredients with integrity to help you feel your best all day long. At the end of the day, it all starts in the kitchen. You cannot exercise your way out of a bad diet. Fitness starts with food, and Factor makes it possible for you to achieve your daily goals through nutritious, purposeful eating. Factor offers keto, calorie smart, chef's choice, and vegan plus veggie options, which include seafood, meat, and plant-based meals. With Factor, there is no prep and no mess. Factor cuts out that stressful meal planning and extensive prepping, so meals come together in just minutes. minutes, taking the guesswork out of what to make for breakfast, lunch or dinner. Factor meals arrive pre-prepared and ready to eat in just 2 minutes, even faster than ordering takeout. And let me tell you, the Michael Bisping seal of approval. These meals are absolutely delicious. I just had the cottage pie. Oh my God, I'm not kidding. It was absolutely sensational. And look, listen, in a wellness market, which is just absolutely flooded with unrealistic diet plans, Factor is a welcomed and new approach to prepared food. Factor meals include premium ingredients with integrity. Listen, the reality is I took it out the box, I stuck it in the microwave 2 minutes, and I'm telling you, a delicious gourmet meal, a home cooked meal, top line ingredients, very, very healthy. So if you're trying to lose a few pounds, which I am, their keto options will come in very, very handy and still delicious and still leaving you feeling very satisfied. Now, Factor is owned by HelloFresh, who I've done some ads with here before, and I love that. But now I have a wider array of meals at my disposal, so there's always something for everyone. You can switch between Factor and you can switch between HelloFresh, so you're always getting something fresh, tasty, nutritious, delicious, quick, convenient, and at a good price, delivered right to your doorstep. So if you want to take advantage of a tremendous offer, which I have for you, head to go.factor75.com/Bisping130. Use the promo code Bisping130 so you can get $130 off across 6 boxes. One more time, head to go.factor75.com/Bisping130 and use the code Bisping130 if you want to get $130 off across 6 boxes. Trust me, you're gonna love it. But Rockhold has a 5-inch reach advantage. 77 inches on Rockhold against 72 for Paulo Costa. Rockhold's tall, he's 6'3", and he uses his reach very well, uses his range, but that's what he's going to have to do. Costa's going to go forward, he's going to try and swing forward, swinging massive hooks, haymakers, throwing kicks. Don't think he's going to really try and go for a takedown, because if he did, that would be a bad idea. Rockhold's very talented on the floor, and if he gets top position, he's very, very dangerous there. I remember a certain guy, a handsome Brit, once got one-arm guillotined by the son of a bitch. So on the ground, he's a tricky customer. On the feet, the hands aren't too powerful, but the kicks certainly are. Prior to when he guillotined me in Australia, he landed that big high kick, that signature left kick of his. He likes to go to the body first, rip the liver, make you concerned with that so you block there, and then the kick comes high. Oldest trick in the book. He's very good at that, and he's still got it. I see him in the gym. You know, this man is a hell of an athlete. He was a talented surfer, skateboarder, incredible jiu-jitsu. He was a world champion fighter in the Strikeforce and in the UFC, and now here he is trying to get the belt again. Costa is a tough nut to crack, but Rockhold believes that if he beats Paulo Costa, then he fights for the belt next.
If they don't give it to me, see ya. I don't need shit.
Now, I don't know if that's going to happen. Israel Adesanya is fighting Alex Pereira at UFC something in Madison Square Garden. That's a tough fight for both men. Pereira, by the way, I saw right now he's like 240 pounds, something like that. So he's on the slim down mission right now. But if he is still the champ and Rockhold wins, I don't know if that gets in the shot, but I'll say this, I sign off on that. I don't mind that at all. Rockhold has the history. He's a former champion. He's a name in the division. People know his name. You know, he fights very well. He just doesn't talk very well.
It's all about that being able to adapt.
Do you know what I mean? But he does conceive, believe, achieve, and he does carry himself like a samurai.
I'm a fucking samurai.
Simple as that. Okay, so who wins this fight? Well, I don't know. It's a tricky one. I'll be honest. I think I've got Costa.
You got to do your fucking homework.
I want Luke to win. As a fighter, anyone that you fight and that you beat, you want them always to win. Because then you can say, listen, no, only I can beat him. He's really good. He doesn't get beat off anyone. And if anyone beats you, you want them always to win as well, because you can say, well, look, they beat everybody. That guy's amazing. So for those reasons, I want Rockhold to win. And I have somewhat of a relationship with him now. He's not a bad guy. He's a good guy. I see him down at the gym sometimes here and there. We say hi. We shoot the shit for a quick minute. You know, I think he's just a bit misunderstood.
I just overshot my load.
So I want him to win, but I don't know if he will, because there's too many questions. Costa, we know, will show up looking to take his head off. We know he has the power. We know he has the conditioning to go 5 rounds. And we know he has the temperament because he's a nasty son of a bitch. And also, he has the cardio to go 5 rounds and he's hungry to get another fight with Izzy. I mean, let's be honest, what Izzy did to him, I would want to fight him again. Pimped him, picked him apart with the legs, finished him in style, put him out, and then dry humped him in front of the world. Yeah, I'd want to fight that guy again. So we know Costa's coming into this one very, very motivated. Will Costa find the chin and can Rockhold take the punch? They're the big questions. And I guess we won't know the answers to these on Saturday night. I think cardio is probably kind of even. Rockhold's pushing himself. I know Parillo's got him running a lot of sprints and stuff like that. He's doing the sparring. Costa always comes in shape. Jiu-Jitsu, I'll give the edge to Rockhold. His top game for sure, but it's probably not going to get there. Rockhold's not the best wrestler. I don't think Costa's going to look for a takedown. If it hits the ground, it's because someone's going to get knocked down. Best takedown in the book, baby. Left hook. Rockhold knows all about that one. Left hook Larry in your face. So what happens on the feet? Well, Costa's going to find his chin at some point. Can Rockhold take it? Is the narrative true? The narrative is that he can't take a punch anymore. I don't know if that's the case. Only time will tell. Because as I said, Blachowicz was the former champ. Yoel's a beast of a man. I got him with a magnificent punch. So it's not fair to say that the chin is past its sell-by date. But maybe it is. Because that's generally what we see. Like Dana White always says this about Chuck Liddell. He said, you used to be able to hit Chuck Liddell in the face with a baseball bat and he would smile at you. As we know, towards the end of his career, Chuck Liddell was getting knocked out all the time. He even got knocked out against Tito Ortiz when they had that third match for Oscar De La Hoya. So yeah, it does seem at some point your chin can't take it anymore. The question is Rockhold at that point? I don't know. You don't know. We don't know. Only we will know on Saturday night. That's the question. Can he take a shot? If he can take a shot, I think Rockhold wins. I think he's probably the better fighter. But if he can't take a shot, if his chin is gone, then it's the end of the game. The game is up for Rockhold. If he can't take a shot, if he gets knocked out, it's over. So, what do you think? Who do you think wins? I'm leaning towards Costa, I think. But I'm not confident. I don't know. What do you think? Tell me what you think. Take care. All the best.